Hello all, welcome back to the channel. In this video, let us see the next tutorial on projection of planes. The question is like this. A square lamina of 40 mm side rests on one of its sides on HP. The lamina makes an angle of 30 degrees to HP and the side on which it rests makes an angle of 45 degrees to VP. Draw its projection. As usual, the first thing, let us take the data towards the side of the paper. Clearly mentioned, it is the square based lamina. The side is 40 mm. It is resting on one of its sides. Please do remember, side or base or edge, all one and the same meaning, resting on HP. So this complete data constitutes first position. What's the next? Second position. Lamina makes an angle of 30 degrees to HP. Any inclination with respect to HP should be shown under VP. Please do remember this one. I will call this as the second position. The last data. And the side on which it rests makes an angle of 45 to VP, 45 degrees to VP. We are supposed to obtain the projection. That's it. And this would be the position number 3. Square based geometry. Suppose if someone asks you to draw a square, the square can be drawn like this or the square can be drawn like this. What is the difference between the two? Generally we call this as a diamond shape. This part of the line is called as the edge of the square or side of the square. I repeat, these are the edges. In between the two edges, it is connecting by a corner. This is the C. Now I want to select a square which is resting on one of its sides, also called as base, also called as edges. So should I go for the first one or second one is the confusion. Do understand the concept here. For projection of planes, preference should be given towards the left hand side of the observer. Who is the observer? I myself is the observer. I am doing the drawing, right? I am the observer at this moment. For me, towards left hand side, I wanted the edge condition. If I just check out this sketch, yes, this condition holds good. But what about the second one? Towards the left hand side, I am having a corner. Henceforth, I cannot go for the second sketch. Let us start the sketch first. Let us start the solution. The first step here is to obtain the XY line with the minimum thickness. Drawing a square is easy, just cover the 4 grids. The naming is important. One should always start from the left extreme bottom corner, move around the boundary in the counterclockwise direction. So this would be the point A, B, C, D. Show the dimension. Only for a square, the dimension has to be shown like this. Draw a square on the dimension line, mention the value 40, 50, whatever it is. Do not write mm, mechanical standards or mm. This line is XY line followed by VP and HP indicating first angle projection. I will write the same XY line towards the side of the paper. I will call this one as XY line. I have started the first position here, that is in HP. Move towards the VP for the second drawing. Tilt the second drawing to get the third drawing. Obtain the projection to get the fourth drawing. Tilt the fourth drawing to get the fifth one and the last position. This is the flow of the drawing. Now the first position is obtained. I will call it as it is. Position number 1. I should move towards the second drawing. Make use of your scale. Go for the projection line. Projection line should be minimum thickness. Thereby, I am getting the square based lamina here. Simple analysis, even the lamina distance is also 40 mm. Observer is looking from the bottom, from this end. For the observer, A is visible, D is invisible, invisible in the brackets. Similarly, B is visible, C is invisible, invisible in the brackets. Since it is a front view representation, place it with the dashes. Hope it is clear. The next position. This is now what we call it as lamina. The better word here is square lamina, since the geometry is a square. The lamina makes an angle of 30 degrees to HP. I wanted the position number 3. Position number 3 is in VP and the inclination with respect to HP has to be drawn under VP. Make use of protractor. Mark any convenient point. Place a protractor. Mark 30 degrees. Show the angle as 30 degrees here. Make use of your compass, transfer the 2 points. This 2-point distance you need not even calculate, it's nothing but 40 mm. This point as the center, cut an arc so that we are getting the 2 points. This point is A dash within the brackets D dash. This would be B dash within the brackets C dash. Any extra projections you can remove it. Now we should go for position number 4, that is drop a perpendicular from the third position. Drop perpendicular from A dash D dash, also from B dash C dash. Similarly, horizontal projection from D and C, horizontal projection from A and B. Projection from A and A, we are getting the point A. Similarly, this would be the point B, C and the point D. Make use of scale. Draw a line from A to B, B to C, C to D, D back to point A. This is now called as second position. Position number 3, side on which it rests. Now don't you think A dash D dash is touching the XY line? Still it is resting on the XY line. I will mention this as, this is the side on which it rests. But what happens to the other side, B and C? It has taken a small shift in its position. This resting side makes an angle of 45 degrees to VP. VP inclination should be shown under HP, and that is what I wanted as the fifth drawing. Take any convenient point, mark 45 degrees. Update this angle as 45 degrees. Make use of compass before transferring the points. Don't you think this is the actual sketch 40 by 40? But this one you can see the vertical dimension is same. This is unaltered, but the horizontal distance is reduced by 5 mm. This is 35 mm. Henceforth, the first sketch is called as the true shape. Since this is reduced in its dimension, this is called as apparent shape. AD should come on 45 degree line. A as the center, AD as the distance. Anywhere on the 45 degree line, transfer the points A and D. This is the point A, followed by this is the point D. The remaining 2 points has to be transferred. Don't we know this is making an angle of 90 degrees? The square, the corner angles are 90 degrees, right? Make use of your protractor. Place your protractor on the point D. Mark 90 degrees. Similarly, place your protractor on the point A and mark 90 degrees. Make use of scale now. Draw a line for that 90 degree line. Don't know what is the extension, you just keep as it is. Check out this distance, the horizontal distance. A as the center, cut one arc. D as the center, cut one more arc. This is the point A, this is the point B, this is the point C, this is the point D. Draw a line from A to B, from B to C, C to D, D back to point A. We have obtained the third position now. Make use of eraser to remove the extra projections. To get the last position, go for the projection. Projection from the point A. I know A and D is on the XY line. So I will stop the vertical projection here itself. You need not extend till the end of the sheet. Projection from the point A. Similarly, projection from the point B. It comes up to this place. Why? Because the point B lies here. Projection from the point B. Similarly, projection from the point C is well. And the projection from the point D. This is the point A dash. This would be the horizontal. Go for the horizontal projection from B and C. This is the point B dash. This is the point C dash. This is the point D dash. Make use of scale and pencil now. Connect from A dash to B dash, B dash to C dash, C dash to D dash, D dash back to A dash. This would be the final sketch. Dear learners, you may have small doubt. What happens if I draw this sketch above this 45 degree line? Absolutely okay, you can do it, but please make sure this sketch should not touch the XY line. One more doubt you may be having by this time. What happens if I draw 45 degree line in this direction? Yes, you can do, even that is also accepted. The last step here is show the flow of lines. So here would be downward arrow marks. We are moving towards the right hand side. This is towards the right hand side. So this completes the solution. Hope you have understood and enjoyed this video. If yes, give this video a thumbs up and request you to share with your friends. Do not forget to subscribe. I will talk to you in the comments. Have a nice time. Bye.